Jayson Tatum, right, and Jaylen Brown, especially Jayson Tatum, what would you consider his experience? Like, of course, the first things that they were asking him, of course, he won the gold medal. That should be good, right? Excited. But he got benched 2 games. He didn't play in 2 of the 8 games. Disappointed. NBA, all NBA first team and didn't play in 2 games or whatever. And so the first question naturally is, would that deter you from wanting to play in the next Olympics in 2028? Because your experience was so bad. Instead of people like saying, wow, what a year for Jayson Tatum. You know, he won the NBA Finals, finally got off the schneid, won a championship, and now he got a gold medal. What a year he's having. People are like, why is he being disrespected? Why is he not being played? What's wrong with Steve Kerr? People coming to his defense. His mom, Bob Cousy, all kinds of people.
Dick Vitale,
all mad at Steve Kerr and what he went through as far as Jayson Tatum. Where are you on that? And, of course, Jaylen Brown didn't even get invited. 3 of his teammates are there. This guy was the finals MVP, and Martin, he didn't even get invited to go play. Would you want to participate in 2028? Because I'm telling you, I can get grimy and hold a grudge like anybody else. And if I'm Jayson Tatum, I say thank you going forward, but no thank you. I got my gold medal. I'm good. After the way you disrespected me, after the way, I mean, to not play me in 2 games, seriously. And you talk about Rob G, the list of first-team All-NBA. Wasn't Jayson Tatum the only American on that list? The only American on that list, and he's not playing in the Olympics? There's 2 games where you can't find a spot for Jayson Tatum to play.
So was he supposed to get sympathy minutes or like? Would you have liked Jayson Tatum to come
No,
in
he
and
should
play
be
5
playing,
minutes?
period. He should be playing.
Because all finals, the conversation was, why isn't Jayson Tatum playing better, right? Then he comes out, goes into the Olympics, he's playing fine. He's playing okay. But, yeah, I'm sorry, JT. You might have to sit the bench when LeBron and Kevin Durant are the 2 wings that are starting in front of you. You might just have to do that.
It's not about starting. It's about playing the guy.
Well, they're the guys playing in front of you. KD only started 1 game this Olympics.
How does he not play 2 games, Martin? Come on. It's ridiculous.
Nobody is playing in a one-off game like the Olympics are not necessarily when there's no back-to-backs, there's no travel, and the rest is kind of structured in. Nobody's saying taking Jayson Tatum over LeBron or Kevin Durant. Now, over the span of an 82-game season, that's a different story. Over the span of the NBA playoffs, that's a different story.
All the people have made us think they're just making this up.
People got to have something to complain about. Especially
it's legit.
This is what it is. This is Team USA basketball. It's very much like when Nick Saban was coaching Alabama or some of. That's really what it is. It's a college football team in terms of this respect. It's not about winning. It's about how much you win by, how it looks when you win. They almost lost to South Sudan in an exhibition game, and people are losing their minds, myself included. Everybody's going to nitpick about one little thing. When you're behind LeBron James, who is one of the best basketball players that we've ever seen, and behind Kevin Durant, who unequivocally is the Olympic leading scorer, yeah, maybe JT's not going to get enough, get the same playing time that you think.
Nobody asked for the same playing time, but not to play. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. You're not talking about Martin, what amount of minutes, or he's counting the minutes and saying, oh, the minutes aren't up to par, whatever. That's not exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about not playing.
If Jayson Tatum had played 10 minutes combined in the last 3 games of the Olympics, we wouldn't be talking about it?
Not the same way that he had a DNP twice.
So if he had played 2.5 minutes a game in the last 2 games, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Steve Kerr could have found minutes for him. That's
why?
My point.
But why, though, is my question.
Why? Out of respect?
Out of respect?
Yeah.
You know what Jayson Tatum finished from the floor in jump shots in the Olympics? 0 for 16. 0 for 16.
And what does that mean?
It means
he can't play?
It means he was not playing well enough to justify
Martin,
getting
please.
minutes
Just the
over
Olympics.
LeBron
Over
James
these,
and
please.
Kevin Durant. And this is not a hot take. Like,
That's
everybody
ridiculous.
just needed something to complain about,
No,
and
it's
that's what
not.
it was.
He's one of the best players in the NBA. He just led his team to an NBA championship.
Did he?
Are you
Because
kidding?
Jaylen Brown got the MVP trophy
Okay.
both times they were available.
Okay, and who was the leading scorer? Who was the leading scorer? Who had the most rebounds? You want to go look at the stats?
I
You wanna
watched
go
the
look
games.
at the stats?
I don't have to look
all
at
right,
the stats.
so who led in all categories?
What, did Jayson play?
No, who led in all categories? I'll ask you.
Jayson Tatum.
All
Did he
right,
play well in the
then, so
finals?
Don't ask.
Did he play well in the finals?
He sure did.
Oh,
and,
my gosh.
and in the closeout game, guess what? Jaylen Brown shot 6 for 22 in the closeout game.
Jaylen Brown wasn't there.
6 for 22.
The
in the
idea that
closeout
Jayson,
game?
I'm sorry, I cannot
That's
shed a
the
tear.
closeout game?
I cannot shed a tear for Jayson Tatum not getting minutes over two of the Mount Rushmore players of this era.
It's not about minutes, the number of minutes. It's that he got no minutes.
So if he
It's
played,
not about
so
that.
you would be completely placated if he had played 2 minutes in the
no,
semifinal
you could
game.
have found more than 2 minutes. The point is,
Why
the
when he's not shooting well?
the
He hasn't
I-
shot well all through the Eastern Conference playoffs. He didn't shoot well all through the Olympics.
Did you watch Embiid earlier when they were playing too?
If Jayson Tatum
Okay.
was 7 feet tall and 300
Okay.
pounds and could guard Nikola Jokic, he would have got on the court.
Okay, but that didn't stop them from starting Embiid when we saw how he played, especially early on when they first were doing the prelims, right?
You remember what happened the game after JT sat out the first one?
I'm talking.
It was DNPCD, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you still would find a way to a player of that ilk and a player who's going to be the face or of the Olympics going forward. He's a young player who's going to be that guy.
Minutes
you don't
should
have
he
to.
have taken?
He could. You find minutes.
Whose minutes
I'm
should
not
he
a
have
coach.
taken?
You could find minutes. If
This
you're
is
a
like the
coach,
same argument
find
with there's a
minutes.
guy who's an all-star
Find
snub.
minutes.
You got to take somebody out. They can't just play everybody. Is this supposed to be just some honorary doctorate where you just give it to everybody? Hey, everybody can play. Come on down. Tyrese Halliburton didn't play for the last 6-7 games or whatever in the Olympics, and nobody gives a damn.
He didn't win a championship. He wasn't an NBA first team, all first team, the only American on that list. And that's the guy who can't find any time. That's the guy that you can't find minutes for. The guy who's going to be the future of the Olympics, who's going to play in 2028, maybe in Los Angeles. I wouldn't do it. I would say I'm good. Thank you for this experience that was crappy. Thanks, Steve Kerr. Whatever you wanted to do to take away from what I did all year with the championship so that everybody says, hey, wow, he won a championship and Steve Kerr disrespected him. That's what the narrative is about.
I disagree
narrative.
with the entire premise of being disrespected because you didn't play again in front of two people who are going to walk in day one. They're eligible for the
Martin,
Basketball Hall of Fame.
If Fox Sports Radio had an event in Las Vegas and they flew you out to Las Vegas and everybody was there and you didn't get to do one show, I'm just asking you. Okay, everybody flew everybody out to Las Vegas or somewhere for the Super Bowl, and you were out there, and not one shot did they were able to fit you in so that you could be on the air. You would accept that because you would say, "Well, Rob and Chris and everybody else has more experience than me. That would be cool for you." I'm asking you.
I'm telling you.
You would be good with that. You would be good with that.
This,
and you're not even Jayson Tatum. So
I'm
just
telling you that when you guys went to Vegas this year, I had nothing to say because I'm a weekend radio host by trade. That's my job. I'm not one of these guys who's in here 5 days a week, who have been in here for 5 days a week. For how long?
If they brought you out to Vegas,
I would have said thanks for the trip, Scott.
Please.
Appreciate
Rob G, you don't even believe.
Rob G remembers when we were talking about Vegas. Rob G remembers because we had this conversation.
Rob G.
Did we not? Did we not? No, come on, Rob. Did we not have this
we actually had this exact conversation.
And I said, I was like, man, I really wish they would bring me out there, but I'm not. Was I upset about it? Was I crying about it? Was I scotch and
because you brought it up. the reason, the idea that he brought it up to you, Rob G, is proof positive.
That's another good point.
Right? Because otherwise, Martin, you wouldn't have mentioned it to Rob G.
No, I mentioned
okay?
it. No.
Why did you mention it? Because it hurt your feelings.
Well, because if you
your
must know,
feelings got hurt.
No, if you must know, Las Vegas and Las Vegas are both Rob G's favorite city and favorite movie. So he was talking about how he's booking for Vegas, asked me if I was coming, and I said no, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe the wanton disrespect that I'm feeling right now. No, I don't feel that way. Now I'll tell you this: if I got called to Vegas and you were off and Chris was off and Jason Smith and Mike Harmon were off and Doug Gottlieb couldn't show up and I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, I'm like, hey guys, I could do this too. I'd love to do it as everybody's gone. Then that'd be a different story. And that's the story that Jayson Tatum will be experiencing in 2028 because KD won't be there likely. LeBron won't be there likely. It will be his freeway to drive down, wide open. He can go as fast or as slow as he'd like to because he's going to be the only one in the driver's seat. That's how it is. But right here, right now, no. And it was true. The analogy that you tried to make, you didn't know it, but it was a bad one.
It's not a bad one. I'm right. There's no way you would feel good with it if you were a part of the team and you were a big player.
In fact,
if you were a big player, you would not feel good about it.
When we were in Arizona, I was standing right there the entire time. I came over to the Fox Sports Radio booth every day. Every day.
Yeah, but what you
and
don't know.
What I said? What's up, Steve Covino? Rich Davis, how you doing? Oh, Chris, great to see you, man. I haven't seen you in years. Rob, tell him.
He did say that. He also said, I don't know if you guys know, but my picture's on the side of the wall right there where it says Caesar Sportsbook. There's a big cartoon drawing of me right there.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I'm also a big deal if you want to get involved.
What you don't know is Rob G said we're not putting them on under any circumstances. So
I did the same. The little Tuesday radio hit that I've been doing for years. I did the same little Tuesday radio. You know what I did? I did it with a smile on my face and told you to take a picture and put it on Instagram. Why? Because I was at the Super Bowl doing radio, which was a dream come true for even the 10 minutes I was on.